Good afternoon, everyone. It's been around, I think, about 18 years for me visiting Brisbane. And the reason I'm here is for Atomy family. So good to be here. My name is Armstrong. I'm a diamond master. I know I was introduced as a Sharon Rose. I will be Sharon soon, but I'm still diamond. And I'm also the centre manager of Perth Dreamy Centre. So great to be here. Thank you. Okay, right now we are about to dive into the fascinating world of Manuka Honey, and it's 830 plus with a very special guest all the way from Perth. And we have Brett House from Manuka Honey, and welcome, Brett.
Thank you very much, Stu, and thank you to Alex, Sean and the team to be able to be here today. It's a real privilege to talk to you about the Manuka honey that we grow in Western Australia predominantly for Atomy.
Great. It's so good to have an expert here with us to explain the unique properties of Manuka honey. A lot of people have heard of Manuka honey, I'm sure, but I'm sure that most of us don't really know how great it is and why it's so special. So let's begin our journey into the world of Manuka honey. So Brett, we have a video of the beautiful scenery playing behind us. Can you please tell us where the place is and how large the area is?
Yeah, that particular plantation was planted 7 years ago. That's about 120 kilometres south of Perth in Western Australia, in a little country town called Waroona. I'm not sure, I won't go into the history of Waroona, but there is another, that's 50 hectares or 125 acres of 6-7-year-old Manuka trees. We have a clonal genetics plant breeding program happening. There's another 50 hectares going in within the next 12 months that produces higher MGO, and the flowers flower for longer. These are things we've been working with the Royal Kings Park Botanical Gardens to improve the plants naturally. And that plantation that you've just seen will come out and it'll be replanted.
Right. Wow. I've actually lived in Australia for more than 40 years and a lot of time in Perth, but I was actually not aware of this fact. And it just happens to be just down the road in Australian term, although it's over 200. More than 200 kilometres. So it's really great to know that. All right then, moving on to the next question. Where is Atomy Manuka honey produced?
The majority of it is off that plantation, as you've seen there. And the Manuka honey for the Atomy, which you see up the back, the Atomy honey, comes predominantly off that plantation at the moment. And the second generation plantation will actually grow the MGO.
Okay, so what is the difference between Australian Manuka honey and Manuka honey from New Zealand?
Thanks, Stu. That's there's been a long battle with Australia and New Zealand over trademark on Manuka, and that's now been satisfied. Both countries, the leptospermum plant is native to both countries. The only real difference is Australia's about massively larger than New Zealand. There's over 80 species of leptospermum in Australia, which is a native plant, and there's one species of leptospermum in New Zealand.
Wow, actually before I tried the Manuka honey, I always thought that it came from New Zealand only. So it's really great.
It comes from both sides of the ditch.
Right. Okay, so the next question is, why is Manuka honey good for our health? And what are the benefits of premium Manuka honey? And why is it so much better than normal table honey?
Well, you have the three main active ingredients in the Manuka 830 Plus. It's antiviral, antiviral, anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial. Also, once you get above 400 MGO, that's then identified as medical honey. So if you were to get burns on children's or burn on yourself, you can put it on burns, you can put it on wounds, and it will improve the healing process as well. But predominantly gut health is where it starts.
Yes. Sounds really good. I love the taste of it, so I always take it with a little teaspoon a few times a day, actually. Yeah. Now, the next question is, why is Atomy Manuka Honey certified as premium?
Within Australia, we have what's called the AMHA, the Australian Manuka Honey Association. If you buy any Manuka honey that doesn't have the AMHA logo on it, then it's not certified. It must go through the process through there. And Atomy have a strong partnership with the AMHA, and you'll find the AMHA logo on all the Atomy jars of honey.
Right. Okay, so as we can all see, we see this MGO. So what is the difference between MGO and UMF?
Okay, that's a pretty interesting question as well. MGO is methylglyoxal. That is the international standard at which Manuka honey is now judged or tested at. UMF is something the New Zealanders introduced to, which strictly is only available to New Zealand honey. So that's their own internal accreditation.
Right, so remember MGO in Australia. Okay, so that was a very detailed explanation about Manuka honey. The benefits of premium Manuka honey are definitely something that we need to know and share with those around us, I believe. Now that we have discussed the basics, let us test our own knowledge with Brett about Manuka honey. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is I want to ask all of you and some questions about Manuka honey and see if you know the answers. Okay, so shout out if you know the answer. So we're going to have yes or no questions and also some multiple choice questions. Are we ready? Yes? Okay. So the first one, can I put Manuka honey directly into boiling water? Yes or no? Who says yes? Put your hand up. Yes? Oh, only one. Another one? No. Who says no? What about the rest of you? Got no idea. Okay. So, Brett, can you please tell us the answer?
If you heat Manuka honey over a period of time, you will reduce the MGO. If you were to put a teaspoonful of it in a cup of tea, you are perfectly fine. The MGO will not change because you will have consumed it before it's had any chance to diminish the MGO.
Right. So there's something new, right? So now we know you can put Manuka honey into your hot beverage and really enjoy it. So
and
that's great to know. And get the benefits, yes. Okay. So the next question is a multiple choice question. I love taking it, as I said a few times during the day. So what is the best time of the day to consume Manuka honey? Oh, we've got multiple choices there. Morning, evening, anytime. Anytime. Okay, are we right?
The greatest health benefit will come from the morning, but that doesn't mean you can't consume it any time of day. But it's better for your gut health if you use it in the mornings.
Yeah, I think in the morning, if you have a cereal or yogurt with fruit, just drizzle Manuka honey, and not only tastes great, but I think it will give you energy for the day. Yes? Okay. The next question is yes or no. Now, we've got this beautiful wooden spoon with Atomy on it, and I love it. do we need to only use a wooden spoon when we're using Manuka honey?
The short answer is...
Sorry. Yes or no?
There we go. John.
Who says yes? Yes. You only wooden spoon? Yes? Okay. So yes or no? Because the question was, only wooden spoon. Yes or no? No. Are we right?
You can use a steel spoon from your cutlery. However, the wooden honey is a product that's been designed to distribute the honey better over the surface that you're using.
Yes. Yeah, I tend to just grab my little, teaspoon, stainless steel teaspoon, and just take like a half a teaspoon, often, like 2-3 times. But I do love using our, wooden spoon. Okay, so now you know the answer. It's okay to use it. Use a stainless steel. Okay, the next one is, do you know how many countries of Atomy branches Manuka honey is exported to? I'm sure you have your, partners overseas. So how many countries do we export to? It's a multiple choice, so you can see the numbers. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay. Are we right?
9 is correct currently, and we have 2 new countries, being Germany and UK this year. And there's another 3 countries further down the track, but 9 currently sell the Atomy Manuka honey.
Wow, that's really great, isn't it? Woohoo! Yeah, round of applause. So it's so great to see that Atomy Manuka honey is being exported to so many global countries, and I really look forward to seeing more countries on the map in the future, as it is our very first GSGS product of Atomy Oceania. All right, so I think this is the end of Manuka honey interview session with Brett House from Manuka Life. Thank you, Brett, for coming such a long way to share your insights into Manuka honey. We really appreciate it, and we hope that we have sessions like this more often in the future. And thank you.
Look, it's my pleasure. We actually pack and produce your Atomy Manuka honey here in Richlands in Brisbane. So it gets transferred across, so it's a local product. Thank you, Ju. You've come all the way from Perth as well. So I really appreciate you hearing me out today, and I'll be around if you want to ask any questions in the afternoon.
Okay, thank you everyone. And as we finish this interview, let us watch a video message from Paul, who is the CEO and founding of Manuka Life. And this was taken at the actual farm in Western Australia. So please enjoy it, and thank you.